As someone who enjoys traveling and has been traveling solo since I was 13, when I was 13, I took my first trip by myself overseas to visit my grandmother in Greece. And since then, I've always loved to travel, but I want to make it as easy and effortless as possible. And what I've learned over all these years is that there are 10 items that no matter where I'm going, I always pack. Because if I have these 10 essential pieces with me, I know I have everything I need for my trip. So that's what I'm going to share in today's video. These are my 10 essential pieces. Your version might be slightly different than this. And I want to thank Level 8 for sponsoring this video. Level 8 is a New York City based luggage brand. They make beautiful suitcases that are also really efficient and easy to pack in. And I personally love their carry-on. It's the only one I've been traveling with the last year since I've learned about Level 8. And if blush isn't your color, this exact bag also comes in black, gray, green, and navy. And I also love that it has 360-degree spinner wheels. It's also a hard shell, so it protects your items if you are traveling by plane and you're gonna put your suitcase in the overhead bin. It definitely helps protect the items that are inside. But right now they're having a 20% off site-wide sale until November 30th. So if you're looking for some new chic luggage or looking for that perfect holiday gift for the traveler in your life, I definitely recommend checking out Level 8. So let's dive into the 10 must-have items for every trip. So the first item I recommend bringing is a layer. So your version of a layer can be a cardigan, it could be a blazer, it could be a knit jacket, but a versatile piece that you can put on and take off depending on the temperature and the weather fluctuations. So even in the summer when I'm traveling and I'm going somewhere warm, sometimes if you're going inside somewhere, they'll have air conditioning, so it's a lot cooler. Or if it's in the evening and you're somewhere by an ocean, there can also be a drop in temperature. So having a layer is such an essential piece. And this is something I learned the hard way. I remember traveling years ago and not really understanding how important layers were to being comfortable and also putting your outfit together. And I remember traveling to Northern California in my early 20s, and it was a lot colder than I was expecting, and I didn't have any essential layer. So I actually had to go out and buy something because I didn't want a heavy coat, but I definitely needed that extra layer of warmth. Packing an essential layer is something that I always do, no matter where I'm traveling, no matter what the temperature is supposed to be, if it's gonna be cold or warm, because it's that one piece that can really just make you feel comfortable and also help put an outfit together. So for me, when I travel, depending on where I'm going and what I'm gonna be doing, I will pick either one or two layers. So if I'm just gonna pick one, I'll pick something like this cardigan sweater. It's really easy to style it from day to night. It can make a dress feel more casual, or it can also make just a simple t-shirt and jeans feel a little bit more put together. But if I'm going somewhere for a longer period of time and I know I want a layer that's gonna be a little dressier, I will also pack my Euro structured jacket. And this is a jacket I've had for many years, and it's really helpful for me and my style to have that extra layer. Again, it's versatile. I can put it over a t-shirt and jeans, but I can also wear it in the evening, and I can even wear it over a formal dress if I'm going somewhere like a wedding. So I always recommend packing at least one layer. The next travel essential I always bring is a dress that I can wear from day to night. So this is such a versatile piece for my personal style, but also just something where, depending on where I'm going, it's always nice to have that option to dress up a little bit. So bringing a versatile dress that you can style with flats or sneakers for daytime and be comfortable, but also feel a little bit more dressed up. And then for evening, just switching out your shoes can really work for so many different settings. So having that versatile dress that you can wear and you can style is definitely a helpful essential to pack. Now, if you're someone that doesn't wear dresses, it doesn't go with your personal style, I recommend your version of this. So maybe your version is a jumpsuit, maybe your version is a skirt and a top, or maybe it's a pair of trousers and a blouse, but something that is a little bit dressier that you can wear for daytime and then also for evening, in case you do end up going somewhere and you do want to be a little bit more dressed up. The next thing I always recommend packing is an elevated tee. So this is one of those things that is definitely on my capsule wardrobe essential list. I feel like having your version of your elevated t-shirt, it's not as dressy as a blouse, it's not as heavy as a knit, but it's something that once again is versatile enough to wear for the daytime, but you can also find ways to style it for the evening. So having that essential elevated t-shirt that you can wear with jeans and a pair of flats, sandals or sneakers, add one of your layers if it's a little cooler during the day, but then switching out your shoes for the evening and even adding your more dressy layer if you're bringing that with you definitely makes it also a go-to look for evening. The next thing I never pack without is a pair of good denim jeans. So jeans are definitely a staple for me in my everyday life. I love wearing jeans. I love a high-waisted, slim, straight-leg jean. I feel like they're really versatile, but they're also really comfortable as well. And if I'm only gonna pack one pair of jeans for my trip, I like to bring a wash and a style that's more versatile. So that's how you're really gonna maximize your space in your carry-on if you only wanna travel with a smaller bag, that you wanna choose items that are gonna be really versatile, both for temperature changes, but also for where you're going and what you're doing, and things that are versatile enough that you can wear for daytime, but then also change it up a little bit for evening. So when I'm gonna pack just one pair of jeans for a trip, I'm gonna go with a medium to dark blue wash. That's the wash that you're gonna be able to get the most use out of. And I'm also gonna choose a pair that doesn't have any distressing, it doesn't have any embellishments, so it's a really classic streamlined pair of jeans that I can style for daytime with my t-shirt and sneakers, and then also again for evening. So while I think having that medium to dark blue wash jeans in a silhouette and fit that you love and feel great in is definitely not just a capsule wardrobe essential, but it's something that I never travel without. The next item I never travel without is a lightweight sweater. So when I'm traveling, even if it's in the summer, I always like to have that option if I'm feeling cold and I want to put something on that I can still look put together versus if I just put on a more relaxed sweatshirt. And when I'm traveling, I like to pick one that is cashmere because I find that cashmere really works with your body temperature. So if you are going somewhere and maybe you feel cold or there's air conditioning, even if it's in the summer, so you want to put that on, but then the temperature changes and you get warmer, you can still be comfortable in that sweater. So packing a lightweight cashmere sweater is a must-have when I'm traveling. The next item I never travel without is a pair of chic trainers. So I love wearing sneakers with a dress. I love wearing them with jeans and a t-shirt. I love styling them and being comfortable. I feel like it's one of the easiest ways to put an outfit together that you're also still going to be really comfortable in. So when I travel, I'm typically someone that I like to explore. I like to go visit new towns and see new things. So I like to do a lot of walking. So for me, having a pair of comfortable shoes that are also stylish is a definite must-have. And in the summer, I will also pack a pair of flip-flops or sandals that are flat, just to have that flexibility in case it's really hot. But I always start with packing a pair of sneakers. If sneakers don't really fit into your personal style, then packing your version of a comfortable closed-toe flat is definitely a travel essential because you definitely don't want your footwear to affect what you're gonna do for the day when you're traveling. The next thing I always travel with, and this is definitely as I've gotten older, is a hat. So most of the reasons to travel with a hat for me is to just get that extra sun protection and get the sun out of my eyes. And I feel like having a hat is something that you wear all year round. Unless you're traveling to somewhere where it's the dead of winter and there's not really a lot of sunlight, I always recommend bringing a hat because it will protect your skin. It also gives you that protection from the sun in your eyes. So traveling with a hat for me is just as essential as traveling with a pair of sunglasses. Which brings me to my next item. I never travel without my sunglasses. I am someone that wears sunglasses 99.9% of the year. I not only really like wearing sunglasses, I like how it can really change the feel of an outfit, and make a look feel more put together. But I also like that extra protection from my eyes from the sun if the sun is too bright. So traveling with a pair of sunglasses is definitely a must-have for me. And I like to pick something that's, again, it's versatile, so it's stylish, they're classic. It's a style that's really easy to work with whatever I'm wearing. The next thing I never travel without is my jewelry. So my jewelry aesthetic is pretty minimal. I like very simple and more dainty pieces. I typically go towards gold and silver, and I typically don't like using jewelry as my statement pieces, but I do enjoy the look that jewelry gives to complete an outfit and make it feel more intentional and put together. And with jewelry, it's so easy. You can either wear all your jewelry, which is what I typically do, or if I'm bringing extra, it's so easy to pack because it's so small. So it's one of those things that can really elevate a look and make it feel more intentional, but it also doesn't take up a lot of room in your suitcase. For my everyday life, I always wear my 2 gold initial necklaces, and I've had these for over 10 years. I don't ever take them off. And that's another thing for me that's really important with my jewelry. I don't like to take my jewelry on and off when possible. I just like it to be really easy and simple and effortless. And then I'll usually put in a hoop earring, and then I have a second hole where I have more of just an initial stud that, again, I've had for many years and I never take out. And I also like to have just 2 simple bracelets. But my everyday jewelry is the same jewelry I'm wearing when I travel. And the next thing I never travel without is a day-to-night crossbody bag. So having a crossbody bag is so helpful because you can be hands-free, especially when you're traveling. I don't know about you, but when I'm walking through markets or I'm walking through new places and I'm going in and out of shops or cafes, I'm not always really thinking about my bag, or if I leave my bag on the counter for a second, I'm not always remembering to pick it up because I'm usually so present in the moment and what's happening around me that I don't want to have to think about possibly forgetting my bag. So having that crossbody bag that it's on me the whole time and it's effortless is a must-have when I travel. And it also, just like jewelry and just like sunglasses, a bag changes the feel of an outfit. It makes it feel more intentional. It makes it feel complete and put together. So I recommend bringing a bag that you can wear from day to night, something that's in a neutral color so it can work with everything that you're bringing. So these are my 10 must-have items that I never travel without. Some learning the hard way, but when I find I travel with these 10 pieces, I never feel like I'm missing something, or I never feel like I left something behind, or that I don't have everything I need. So I'd love to hear if you have other items that work for you that you never travel without. Will you leave that down in the comments below? I'm really curious to know what other people feel like they can't leave home without. Thanks again to Level 8 for sponsoring this video. And I will leave all their information down in the description box if you're ready to level up your carry-on luggage. So thanks again for watching. I will see you guys next Thursday.